Welcome. This is Power Solutions brought to you by Nigeria Info in partnership with All On. And we're here again to discuss with yet another interesting guest. For those who know, every weekday, week in, week out, weekly, we have at this time on this radio station, we have these conversations here and there. And today we have yet another very important conversation to have, which is themed Building a Carbon Neutral Economy. And joining us as guests on this episode, before we mention the guest, I'll be joined by Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo from All On as my co-host on this segment today. Hi, Wisdom. How are you?
Hi, Collins. How are you doing today?
Great to have. And we do have Olugbenga Olubanjo, CEO of Reeddi Technologies, joining us to unravel this topic. And that's where we are today. If you want to be a part of this, you know how to do it. It's either you're joining online or you are sending us a message or you're waiting till after the show and you go listen back. Let me go listen to it. But hey, this is Power Solutions. Let's hit the ground running. Wisdom, shall we?
All right then. Olu, nice to meet you again and nice to have you on the show. Can you hear us? Please, can you confirm you can hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me clearly?
Nice one. We can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you.
Yeah, nice. Once again, happy to have you on the show. I know we had you earlier in January, and we talked about mobile power. For our listeners, you can just check the All On YouTube page to sort of have a playback on that. But glad to have you again. We're talking something else this time around, and it just shows how amazing you have been doing your job and how amazing Redding has been working. All right, so let's hit the ground. Today we are talking about building a carbon neutral economy. But for our listeners, Olu, we don't want to go back to talk about you today. Let's just hit know more about Redddi. Tell us about Redddi again and how you started this company and what the company set out to solve, just for listeners who don't know.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question, Wisdom. Again, it's nice being on this platform. I think the last time I was here was so a little bit about what we do at Redddi. For us at Redddi as a company, our goal is to provide clean, reliable, and affordable electricity to individuals, households, and businesses operating in the energy poor regions of the world. Redddi was founded in 2018 when I was a student at the University of Toronto, and this was because I have access to almost every I have this energy luxury then, and I have a lot of people at home who I deeply care about that struggle with energy challenges, and I also observe that the current solutions are not solving the problem in the way I would love it to be solved, which is it's not as affordable. It's affordable, but it's not accessible to everybody, and the process of trying to bridge the gap and do something different, that was what led to starting Redddi. And the name itself, Redddi, came from just being able to access energy on the go. Redddi started in 2018 as a company, and ever since then we've been riding the waves of the company to now.
Yeah, we know that you have been recognized by organizations including MIT, Stanford, Cisco, IEEE, and the World Energy Council for. That's talking about Redddi specifically for your innovations. How would you say have these recognitions contributed to the growth of the company since 2018 when it started?
Thank you so much for that question, Collins. We've been recognized by a couple of international organizations. We're just very excited about that. Majority of this award gives us very solid credibility and a lot of partnerships. Like I said, with the company started in 2018, and there's been a lot of iterations on the product alone. We've had over probably about 7 to 10 iterations, if not more than that. So it's always a process of really throwing a product into the market and getting that feedback and quickly iterating. So most of these organizations, organizations and some of these awards have had either help in putting some extra credibility or providing some kind of soft funding to develop some of these products, and also some of them also provide very valid engineering partnerships. The partnership we have with ASME has been extremely. They gave us a lot of engineering consulting that was leveraged in the process of building the product. So this partnership has been quite exciting when it comes to the value it adds to the bottom line, because again, we're working on a very, very complex challenge here for us as a company, and our approach is very, very different given the fact that we have to build both software technology and hardware technology to be able to like get out our business model. So it requires a lot of like capital investment. Luckily, we're able to get some support from some of these organizations, including the University of Toronto and obviously like Olon as well. So it's been a very the recognition has been very good. It's gave us a lot of credibility. Also it's also like pointed out, it's created some kind of awareness for us, so people are able to know what we're doing, people are able to see what we are doing, and people are able to like some invest in what we are doing. So it's been quite an amazing one.
Nice. And we see what you're doing, especially at Olon. And if you recall, just going back to the last time we have you on the show, we're excited that you were part of the winners for the US ADF Olon challenge, which you got $100K. But we want to know now, how is that going, and what are some milestones you want to share with us that you have achieved, since the last time, and since you got that funding from Olon?
Yeah, thanks so much for that question, for your question, Wisdom. The Olon support has been just mind blowing. I mean, beyond. I mean, before I go to the money specifically, I think beyond the monetary support, it's the other support that comes with it, which is like understanding the market. I mean, obviously, probably Wisdom knows about this very well. There's always this like kind of general community call that kind of gives you a deeper insight into the Nigeria and the broader African energy space. And that has been very insightful for us as a company. It has shaped the way we look at our products. It has shaped the way we kind of plan. It has shaped our strategy. So those have been a lot of like value that all on our side to us, beyond even the monetary value. On the monetary side, we've been able to obviously use the funds to produce our systems. We have hundreds of systems in Nigeria as we speak. It came we had a couple of like small normal shipping and all those kind of issues, but thank God we've cleared it. We have the system with us now, and we are trying to, we've hit a couple of the milestones. I think the milestone 1, 2, we've checked those out, and we're just trying to like close up on some of the other requirements. Right now the capsules is in Olugbenga. We are renting it to a couple of people, to some Amsterdam businesses right now.
Ready Capsule.
The Ready Capsule starts. Yeah, the Ready Capsules. Yeah, it's in Olugbenga and environ. We also siting another new Ready station in Mowe. We have our team working tirelessly to do that. Besides that, we've over the years we've also built a digital infrastructure that will help us like run the capsule at scale. It's called Tempon. It's a product that we have to build ground up, and that product was basically we had to like reinvent ourselves and become a software company, because the problem with like developing nations like Nigeria and the broader Africa, most of the infrastructures needed to like run a model like what we are doing, which is the hardware as a service model, technically does not exist. So we had to build a product called Tempon that allows us to like shrink due diligence from days to seconds. And we're also going to be leveraging on that rental infrastructure that we build to scale our business model across more communities in Nigeria and Africa. So we've made a lot of progress as far as product is concerned. We have our team. Our team has increased. We have a lot more people now on the team as opposed to when I was in call. We've hired a lot of extremely smart, brilliant people that are like helping to push the vision forward, and we're just excited about what the future holds for us as a company. It's been very exciting. It's been an exciting ride coming this long, and we're just excited about what the future holds.
Nice.
Later wonder why you are among the finalists of, should I say, the short list of the Earthshot Prize. And for those who know, the Earthshot Prize is the most prestigious global environment prize in history. Now, it's designed, of course, to incentivize the change and repair our planet over the next 10 years. Now, I must say congratulations to you for that. And you tell us more about that briefly, while we also follow up with a question of reducing carbon emission in Nigeria, what you think we're doing. Do you think we're doing enough? So, yes, from the Earthshot and then to reducing carbon.
Yeah, so for the Earthshot Prize, we're lucky to be one of the 15 finalists. It's a journey that started early January, probably before I jump on the call then. On your call, it's been a very, very very rigorous journey, and we're excited to be one of the finalists. It brought a lot of like spotlight to like our products and to the kind of innovation we have. Like I said, our goal as a company and being a young entrepreneur is always been not following the norm, but not following the norm not just because we just don't want to follow the norm, but like doing like very basic, going back to the baseline, like first principle as far as like innovation is concerned. So like I said, for the Ready Capsule, what we observe is that the existing energy systems that are being deployed have some kind of limitations, such as people not being able to like afford the upfront costs associated with like obtaining these capsules, obtaining some of these systems. And what we had to do was to reinvent that with like our unique hardware as a service model, while also tracking the embodied emissions that is saved when customers rent the Ready capsules. So we've over the years we've worked with one of our smartest guys internally in Ready, Kelvin, and we've been able to like develop like white papers that kind of explains the methodology we use in like measuring these emissions, both for Ready Capsule and for some of the other markets that we are looking into. So it's just been like, as a company, we've been, and I think that's one of the reasons why we're able to get on the board with Earthshot, because we've been able to combine very deep innovation, deep research, and kind of combine deep research and deep innovation with a lot of speed, and we've kind of juggled all those together. I'm primarily a researcher and sustainability engineer by training, so bringing that together with a lot of smart people, then taking it to the like building also the local expertise that we have when it comes to like understanding the market, and just fusing that together just makes our solution very unique and very, very strategic at this point. So I mean, we're very excited about the Earthshot. We're excited about like what it's going to bring as far as the company is concerned. We are getting a lot of traction now, and we're just again, it's just making us see that the future is very bright, and myself and my team are very excited about some of the innovation we will soon be unraveling.
Okay, now for those who don't understand, can you explain the Ready Capsule, how it works briefly? And I know that from the Earthshot Prize, you are estimated to reach about 12,000 more people, before the year 2022. But first, I want you to explain how the Ready Capsule works and what he can do. I know you've explained before, but for those who have not listened before, they should just be able to understand how it works. I know it can also power like a fridge, something like that.
Yeah, so it's so the Ready Capsule is a very small device. It's device
you have it. Good, nice.
Yeah, so it's a very simple and easy to use device. It's like you can see from the design, it's a simple plug and play solution where all you just need to do is to plug whatever you want to plug into the system, and it's good to go. The system has both AC and DC power, and the way we design it is that we've designed for the people that can afford to buy the capsule directly. You can just go to our website and buy the capsule right directly. We ship that to you, like free shipping and all those stuff. But for people that cannot afford to buy the capsule, one of our model is the rental model, where with just 300 naira you can rent the capsule and enjoy the capsule for the whole day. So for the whole day you can rent the capsule, and for the whole 24 hours you have like access to energy on the go. What we call it internally Ready is that you have power in your hands. So that's one of the beauty of Ready Capsule. So for people within like Olugbenga or Moe, who are like within that environment, we are going to scale to some other parts of Lagos with time. But like we have like stations there where you can rent the capsule for just 300 naira, and you use it to power whatever you want to power in a day. So it's very, very simple. Like you said, the capsule has both DC and AC power. It could power a small fridge, it could power a TV, it could power a television, it could power like any devices that are less than 200 watts. So it's a small but mighty device. Let me use that word. It's just quite exciting and quite fascinating when we explain this to people, and people are very excited when they see what the capsule can do. We actually have people that actually get the capsule and say they use it for 2 days. Even though our rental period is just for a day. So yeah, so we just very excited about, again, what we are going to unravel as we scale to the broader Lagos and probably the broader Nigeria.
All right, great. I'll take you back to the Earthshot Prize, which of course recognized Ready as an outstanding startup to help tackle climate change, and which of course was what we just mentioned a while ago, and then bring you back to the question of reducing carbon emission in Nigeria. Of course, like what you just showed, the product you just showed us right now is an amazing one. Instead of having a generator make all the sound and bring all the carbon out there, you could have that and have access and have power in your hand, like you mentioned. So, reducing carbon emission in Nigeria, do you think that we're doing enough?
Yeah, and why this question is important is because we just ended the climate week.
Absolutely.
So I mean, are we really doing enough, Olu?
Yeah, I think we're trying our best, actually. With the resources we have, we are trying our best. I think there's obviously a lot of like challenges around like reducing emission that goes beyond. There's obviously a lot of like innovation challenges, which is like, are innovators doing enough? Is government doing enough? I think on the government regulation perspective, I think there's a lot of like push, and it's just very exciting to see that from Nigeria, even amidst a lot of like rigorous challenges. On like emission, there's a lot of push around like green technologies right now, and Olon is also like one of the biggest company investor and kind of company sharing that. So it's there's been a lot of development as far as like greenhouse gas emission, lowering greenhouse gas emission is concerned in Nigeria. There's a lot of like a lot of new policies favoring a lot of green tech companies. So it's just quite exciting. As well, a lot of like push on like clean tech, solar powered systems, solar powered energy generation. A lot of new companies are springing out in mini grid, microgrids, solar home systems. So it's I mean, there seems to be a lot of growth and it's very, very exciting also how aggressive the country has been, like setting up something like REA, all these organizations that like help to like go like push the depth of like clean technologies and innovations that reduce like greenhouse gas emissions. So I think Nigeria, we are doing a lot. We are doing a lot, and it's quite fascinating. I think based on what we have as a country and based on the challenges we have, which is obviously which are very numerous. I think we are doing our best as a country. I have to be frank.
Okay, so then now if we're doing our best, well, which I think we are trying to, and that's why Power Solutions is here to also bring some of these messages. But in your opinion, I just want to know, because from that recognition you got from Earthshot, which we hope you're going to win at the end of the day, you hope to cut costs per unit for the Ready Capsule for about 30%, and you also want to use data, data-driven and digital-enabled systems, to enable the work you guys do at Ready. Now, my question is, tell us more about this digital system you guys are working on at Ready, and cutting your cost by 30% if this price comes. What does it mean for Ready Capsule?
Yeah, that's the question in one wisdom. Thanks so much for that question. Let me start with the cutting cost, and I move to digital technology. For the cutting cost, it's basic economics of scale. We believe if we are able to produce at scale, we could actually like reduce the cost of production. Right now, we're producing hundreds. If they're the funding, we could be producing thousands, and that automatically bring down the cost, both cost of cleaning, both cost of the total cost of like producing and landing the capsule in Nigeria would probably go down, given that like scaled production. So basic economies of scale. On the digital technologies that we are building, we've learned a lot of things over the past years building, like working in this space. One of the biggest things we've learned is that there's a lot of fake energy systems out there, sadly. That also like a lot of people have been robbed off of the money they pay for some of these solutions. There's also a lot of like solutions that there's a lot of like accessibility issues. So like when it comes to like accessing like not just even Ready Capsule alone, accessing like other machinery. So like in farming, right? Let's say you want to access like more like access to tools, access to some stuff that just make work more efficient for you. We observe that it's a very big challenge in Nigeria, and that we saw that when we were trying to like look around for solutions to scale the Ready Capsule itself. And that's one of the reasons why we are building this solution that is called Tempone. It's www.tempone.com for people that want to check it out. And what that digital product does is the first of its kind digital rental products in Nigeria. And what we had to do was to like I said, that we use the hardware as a service solution to Ready Capsule for to reduce risk associated with like Ready Capsule rental. We have to do kind of a bank grade due diligence. So like the due diligence we have on Tempo now is as crazy as any due diligence you are going to do in any Nigerian bank. Actually, we do like very crazy KYC. We do very crazy like image collection. Mark that up with like a lot of like internal algorithms proprietary algorithms that we build as a company. And beside that, the beauty of also our system is that we measure the embodied emission associated with like every single thing you do on that platform. So it's like, look at it like combining digital system with gamified with gamification and combining that as well to quantitatively like measuring embodied emission, which is something that has not been done. I mean, nowhere in Africa. I must say, because it took us like we have to actually just charter a new path. I mean, again, like I said, one of the best things that we had as an asset in Reddit is that we have extremely smart people who work tirelessly to like break out some of these innovation. And I mean, some of them are not always at the limelight because I'm always the one coming to like talk about what they've been doing. But like they've been the one like sharing all these solutions and working tirelessly to make sure they see the light of the day. So we have a solution called Tempo that is out there right now. We're working on another solution which is like that makes like buying these systems very easy and much more affordable, especially very original systems, because again, we've observed that one of the biggest challenges in Nigeria is right now is a lot of like fake system, where people are spending money on fake system instead of like spending money on like original system that will last the test of time. So we've been having the capabilities, both hardware and software. We are merging those capabilities together to like build solutions that will be much more beneficial to the average Nigerian and the broader African. So again, there's a lot of things that we are building as a company. You are going to hear that with time when we launch it, but like we are working aggressively to make sure things are just better, both on the life perspective to people, and also like reducing emissions across like all the innovations we are building.
Great, interesting. If you are just joining us, we're having a conversation themed building a carbon neutral economy. And we do have the CEO of Ready Technologies with us, Olugbenga Olubanjo. He's spoken well on a number of things, and we were wrapping up this in a matter of 1 minute or thereabout. But it would be great to hear from you for those who would like to have any of us. And you'll be talking about system. Yes, a solar system, you mean, so that the listener is not confused. Like, which system? Is it computer system or what? But hey, we'd like to know how our listener can get the Ready solar systems in Nigeria.
Yeah, so listeners can get a Ready solar system on our website. It's www.ready.com. Ready is spelled REEDDI.com. You can buy it directly on our platform. At the same time, we also have it on Jumia right now. So anybody can search for like Ready Capsule on Jumia and also buy as well. I mean, buying it on our platform, you get free shipping, so you get it. And if you are within Egba environment or Mowe, you can also like rent the capsule. Just probably hit us up on like some of our social media lines, probably on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, just at Ready, and you can always like check some of the numbers there to call from our representative, and they can rent the capsule to you after you passing like the due diligence that we take everybody that rents through. So it's just so those are the ways to like get access to the Ready capsule for now.
All right. I know Dr. Weber will be happy that I asked you this. In January, we talked about having a laboratory in Nigeria, which you have already in Toronto. But how is that going, really? I know Weber will be excited to know if that has gone advanced stage, and if we can visit it very soon, just to see how work is going. How is that going?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I mean, things have been very slow as far as that is concerned, but on the digital side, things have been very, very fast, because all our digital technologies are locally built. But like on the hardware side, things have been very, very slow. But we are working tirelessly to make sure that's possible. We have an office now in Egba, so like for sure, and we are planning to bring you guys down very soon. So yeah, we're working to make that possible, probably before the end of the year for sure.
Nice.
All right, thank you. On that note, would call it a wrap on this episode of Power Solutions right here, brought to you by Nigeria Info in partnership with All On. And like I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, we have been discussing indeed with the CEO of Ready Technologies, Olugbenga Olubanjo, who has spoken well on our topic today. And this is where we run away. And this, I've done this, of course. I must say thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today again. And you look a bit different from the last time you were on.
Yeah, I mean, I get different airports and different apartments. Too.
Okay. So I was right with that. And thank you, Wisdom, indeed, for doing this with me on the show today. Until next week again, we have another episode of this come up, right?
Olu, thank you a lot. It's always an exciting moment to have you. We're happy with the work you're doing. And you secure this Earthshot Prize with other winners across the world. And we hope you get the money at the end of the day. We can't wait to see what Ready turns out to be. So, well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks so much for having me. And thanks, Collins, as well. Thank you so much.
And that's it. Thanks for listening to Power Solutions. We would be here again next week for another episode. In the meantime, my name is Collins. Teke, God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
It's okay. That is okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. Let me explain. It's okay. She off your mic.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info, your mic is always on. Let's talk.